Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. My name
Hi,
is Jenna.
and I'm IJ.
So today we're going to talk about the brand new own show called Ladies Who List Atlanta, Season 1, Episode 3. It was good. But before we begin, please like, subscribe, comment after you're done watching this show, and turn on your notifications.
Yes, because we love to hear your comments and, figure out what you're saying, what you're seeing, what we're missing. So make sure you comment below.
Yes. Okay, this season was good. It seems like it's progressing. Each season gets better. Each episode gets better and better. I don't know if it's because we're learning more about the people or there's more drama and conflict, but whatever it is, it's been good.
Well, this episode, believe it or not, I like this episode better than the last episode.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
Because this episode showed a resolution to an issue, and you got to start seeing people's personalities and their warped way of thinking. And warp, I mean by Cristyl.
Yeah.
Their warped way of thinking.
Very warped.
The victim person.
Yes, the victim who caused most of the drama.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll let you go back to hosting, girl.
Okay. Now you can jump in whenever you want. Okay. So it started off with Tiana standing up for Robin, who she does not know, and seeing something was wrong and saying something. See something, say something. We should all live by that code. So she didn't just sit back and let someone get browbeated. And even though Robin looked absolutely like she was out of control, she saw that Cristyl was the reason why it escalated. And Cristyl was flaming the fire, making it worse and worse.
I was so disgusted by Crystyl's actions. Like, Cristyl, I hope that you watch this playback and it brings to your mind, oh my God, what did I do? Because sometimes you don't see your actions, your behavior when you're in the moment, but when you stand back and look at a video or hear sound, you're like, oh, that was me. Right. Because that was not pretty at all. It was not
if you have common sense, but if you're so, your mind is so warped to what you're doing, sometimes you might see and be like, yeah, I was right. Yes, exactly. Even though you were totally wrong. So I don't know if Crystyl's that type of person that can actually see what's going on.
She's a lawyer.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
She's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. And if you notice, Cristyl, that the first time you were telling her you're triggered, the first time we saw you telling her you're triggered. And that was triggering to her. Right. And you saw that it didn't calm her down at all. It just made it worse.
Right.
Why would you do it again in this volatile situation?
Right. Because she did it at the park, right? Is that what you're talking about? When
they were walking before the park in the office.
In the office, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. So she knew. So when she was talking to her psychiatrist or therapist, saying, oh, I didn't realize that the word trigger would set her off. She was lying. She knew. She had already known that. But she's now trying to cover her actions, I think.
And then when your friend hits you,
right.
Yeah, Robin shouldn't have hit her. No, Robin should have slapped her. Robin hit her. That should have told you, you are taking me over the top. Stop saying what you're saying.
Right. Right.
Oh, I was so upset and hurt for her. I'm so happy. What was that lady's name?
Tiana. Yes. Tiana stood up for her. And so did Tiffani, who don't know Robin at all. And Tiana knows Cristyl. So she was saying that she was excited to see Cristyl, but when she saw what Cristyl was doing, she couldn't take it. She had to get up and leave because the situation was so, bad.
Do you think, I'm going to say something really quick, and other people might not like what I'm about to say.
Okay.
But I feel like there's a jealousy point in this.
With Cristyl?
And Robin. I feel like Crystyl's jealous of Robin because she knows Robin's one of her friends, what's supposed to be best friend, and Robin looks great for being 48 years old. She dresses great. With two grown kids, so she's had time to get her body back snapped into shape. And Robin looks great and has a successful business. I mean, Cristyl is beautiful and has a successful business. Maybe she's jealous of Robin's shape. I don't know, or the limelight that
And
Robin's
we don't
getting.
even know if Crystyl's married or if she has kids. We don't
No,
know that.
she does not appear to be married. There's no ring on her finger. And when you see her in her apartment, it looks like a single person's apartment.
Okay.
There's no man thing involved in it. But I wonder if she's jealous because Crystyl's successful in her own way, I guess.
Oh yeah, she's successful.
Yeah,
You know,
but maybe there's a bit of jealousy in there. I don't know what it is, because if somebody's your best friend, the way that they're being best friends, it's almost like Crystyl's jealous of her best friend.
Maybe. Yeah,
because I don't see a reason why you would side with other people than your best friend
that you're not even close with
on a regular basis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, that's a jealousy.
Right. So then after Tiffani and Tiana left, Cristyl stayed with the people who were bagging on Robin. She stayed with them and was like crying. I was like, no, this girl is not crying.
You didn't go check to see how your friend was doing.
Or you didn't actually leave. You didn't. So it showed where her alliance was. She was standing up for what's her name? Kira, instead of standing up for Robin during that argument. And then she stays and talks to Kira and Kiana, which made no sense.
That's why I'm saying she's not a best friend.
She's not even a friend, not even a best friend. She's not even a friend. Yeah, you have your best friend's back, you know? So it was ridiculous. And then she's sitting there playing the victim and actually crying and saying how hurt she was. Like, girl, bye. That was ridiculous.
Right. That was the minute you Chenna, just because you're my sister, but let's just say if Dior was here. So we can't use sisters because everybody should always, it's an automatic, always stick up for your sister. You can badmouth your sister, but you can always stick up for her.
Right.
If somebody's attacking your sister or your family member, you're going to be there. So let's just say Dior and I were somewhere and she was doing a presentation, or we were just at a club having fun, and somebody starts, bad mouthing her or starts to start something. I'm going to be like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And stop it before it can, escalate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She didn't do it. She was like, yeah, you right, Kiana. Yeah, Kiara, you right. And it was ridiculous. Right. So,
that tomfoolery.
Yes. And so one more thing.
Yes. Her therapist house looked like the bomb on the outside, didn't it?
I didn't notice.
Yeah, it was a really nice therapist house office. I don't know if you would think the therapist would not bring people to their house.
Yeah.
Because of the crazies.
Right.
But I shouldn't say crazy, I'm sorry.
No, you definitely should not. No.
Being not politically correct. I'm sorry, people.
Right. But some people have, like real mental disabilities. So she must not, because you're not going to do that. You're not going to let them know where you live.
Right.
So maybe this is her office. Maybe it's like an office that looks like a house.
Yeah, maybe
she only has certain people who are on TV go to her house.
Right.
So maybe that's what it is. But one more thing about that night. Okay. So was I wrong? Didn't Kiara seem to escalate the situation? I thought Robin was being fairly calm, and then Kiara started tossing out jabs like old and I'll shit on you. And then that's when it got to be a little bit out of control, right?
Right.
Okay.
Kiara shouldn't have said old, the older, but I didn't think she was meaning it in age.
Whenever you say old, you know what you're doing.
But
she could have said the more established. She knows, she's not dumb. She knows what she's
yeah. That's what I think she should have used, that word established versus old. Because that's
so
what
she
Robin
knew it. Well, she knows she's young. And so she wanted to do that dig, that small little dig.
Yeah, that was an undercover dig that just blew up.
Right. And, yes. And the whole, like we said last week, the whole Instagram, unfollowing should not have made Kiara as upset as she was. That was like,
why would you even bring that up during a business meeting? It's so childish and petty. I'm in a what potentially could be multi-million-dollar deal, and I'm wondering about you unfollowed me on Instagram. Are you watching your Instagram that closely?
She has that app for it. She must.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry
Okay,
for the
so
people I don't follow anymore. I'm sorry, people, if it bothers you, but you're not interesting enough in my life for me to be busy looking at you every day.
yes, true that. Okay, so I can't remember who Cristyl was talking to. Who was she talking to when she said this?
What did she
She,
say?
she was saying that she was upset with Cristyl. She was saying that Cristyl should have had her back and deaded any conversation.
She was talking to the camera.
Oh, she was talking. Oh, that was an interview. Okay, yes. So I disagreed with her. I don't think Cristyl had to stop Kiana and Kara from bringing up issues that she had. I mean, that's no problem with that. But she shouldn't have supported them with what they were saying. She should have been like, after it started to escalate, she should have been like, okay, guys, this isn't the time or the place. Let's bring it back and let's talk about what we came here to do. She can't say, oh, no, you guys can't say anything right away. Because that's not being a best friend. It's when the situation gets bad, that's when you come in and you try to help your friend.
Well, if you ever watch The Godfather, the lawyer for The Godfather always stopped things from escalating during meetings.
Okay, right, right.
Anytime anybody tried to attack Michael Corleone during a lawyer thing, they would put a stop to it. You know what? Let's just go ahead and we'll table that for right now. Let's talk about it later on. Okay, right. Let's get back to the meeting, what we're here to. That's what she was wanting her to do. And as her lawyer and friend, that's what she should have been doing, because this was a business meeting.
Right, it was.
So, but did you see, can we talk about the yoga situation?
Okay.
That really touched me. I cry easily sometimes, people. But I was just like, tears are just like, she was trying to hold, it was not a fake scene, because she was in the middle of yoga and she didn't just start crying out loud. She was holding that thing. She was holding it in. Her mouth was trembling. Her tears were running down, and she didn't want people around her to know
that she was crying.
So much pain and crying. That was and that tells you how much hurt she had for her so-called friend.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And her saying that, this is a friendship of mine, and I don't trust females because my mom, who at 16 had 3 kids already, pushed me out, left me alone.
When I got pregnant at 16.
And so she has a mistrust for females, and probably doesn't have that many friends in her life that she can run to or do anything, you know what I mean? Because she's so close. And to have Cristyl, somebody that she thinks has got her back, not having her back. And do they work in the same office?
No, that was Crystyl's. That was Crystyl's office that she went to when they did that closing.
Okay. So,
and the words that yogi was saying was really good.
Yeah, it makes you want to take yoga, doesn't it?
I do, and yoga's not easy. Like I've never really taken it. It's during like the holidays, I started doing some yoga on Les Mills, and it was hard. I mean, I work out, and I lift, and it was still, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't like I can't do this, but it was challenging, is what I should say. Yeah, as long as you take the right yoga, that's not like more about emotions, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of yoga,
like goat yoga
and stuff like that.
Hot.
Bikram, no, that's supposedly hard because you're sweating and it's hot and you're doing all these moves.
Oh,
yeah, because it's really hot, and then you're still doing yoga. So, okay, so let's talk about Kiana and Robin's meeting. How did you think that went?
I thought Kiana they wore the same color skirt, right?
No, Kiana is the one that she had a problem with.
Okay,
yeah.
I don't really know if things got resolved. Do you think things got resolved?
I don't think so. I thought that Robin came off too defensive. Like,
and when she should have been more, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry.
But the way and Kiana was right. The way she said I'm sorry wasn't really. It didn't feel like a heartfelt sorry, but for Robin, it was a heartfelt sorry. I would have been like, is that how you're going to apologize to me after what you did? So I can understand Kiana not feeling like it was resolved, but Robin, you know, coming from her side of how she felt, came to that meeting, I thought really defensive. And
Yes.
I agree with you. I don't think that they resolved it and where they each got what they wanted from the conversation.
It was let me smile to my friend, my enemy, and pretend that
Mhm.
everything is fine. Well, maybe
Mhm.
not enemy, but let me smile and pretend that I really am sorry, but I'm not sorry. But I am sorry, but not as sorry as you want me to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's probably what it is. Kiera feels a certain way, and what Kiana feels a certain way, and wants a heartfelt. She wants Robin to realize this is what I did wrong, and I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
And
that's all you have to say, and she would have been satisfied.
She would have been fine. But I wonder, they didn't let us hear why she was charging her for that $500.
Yes.
I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Because that could easily tell you, oh, okay, it's easier to forgive somebody if they have a legitimate reason. If she would have said, I was trying to charge you $500 because I didn't think you would take it. And because I wasn't at the right mental space to take it, but I was too embarrassed to say, at that time, I couldn't verbalize that I was going through some mental issues at that time, like I can now. So by me saying 500, I figured you wouldn't want to work with me. You'd go find somebody else and I wouldn't have to take responsibility for 29 contracts.
Yeah, that would have been, even if it wasn't true, that's what she should have said.
Girl, lie. I'm sure you have lied in the past, so let's
right. And then I think that Kiana would have been like, okay, I understand. Let's move on and let's get this money. You know, that's what she should have
Let's
done.
get this money. Right.
Yeah. So let's hope, I mean, because Kiana does want to move forward. And I like the back and forth that she had with her husband. I thought that was really good. Yeah. So I like seeing them with their spouses.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah, it adds to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so then Jessica and Tiffani and Tiana, you know, had a discussion about that evening. And it was interesting that they, even though they didn't know Robin, they felt real empathy towards her and had questioned kind of Cristyl, you know. Yeah. So I like their friendship too. Now they have a real friendship. I can see both of them standing up for each other, and I can see Kiana and Kira standing up for each other, you know, so that's how friends should be.
And I have to say, I do love, I can't remember her, not Tiffani, the one that had the issues, Tiffany's friend.
Tiana.
Tiana, I love her shoulders and her outfits.
Yes, yeah.
I love her shoulders. Girl, popping. I love those shoulders.
Right, they all dress great. They all look great.
Yes, they all look
hair,
great.
makeup, clothing.
Yeah.
On point. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about Cristyl with her therapist.
I honestly, I fast forwarded through that mess.
Yeah,
I kept doing the 10 seconds. I kept fast forward. I couldn't watch it.
Right.
She's made me so mad, the victim.
Yeah. So, but I wonder, was she, so yeah, she was not being sincere. I think she was trying to play the victim to her therapist. And then she also might have realized how bad her behavior would have looked to the public, to the people watching the show. So she tried to like do some damage control by saying, oh, I didn't realize that I was triggering her until I saw her reaction. So, and then she started crying again. And then her therapist was like, after she talked, you know, she hit her, her therapist was like, you know, I don't know if this is the right type of relationship you need to be in. And which is true. If you're not really a friend, then tell that person you can't be their friend. You know, don't be, and if you have jealousies, then you shouldn't be friends with that person, because it's making that person go crazy.
Yeah, exit stage left.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're going to end up hurting that person more than you realize.
Yeah, a lot more.
Continued behavior.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know how successful Kiera is, but what she was wearing to that showing with the girl from Wilding Out was bad. It looked like she was going to go walk her dog. I've never seen a realtor just wear jeans and a t-shirt.
I think
to a
they're
showing.
friends. I think they're friends. I think there's some level of friendship there. And that's why, because I mean, I don't think she normally would. I think that's just, she's
Okay.
friends. Yeah.
Okay. So did you like that apartment?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. For the amount of money they're asking, I didn't like it. I felt it was too small.
Mm,
It wasn't exciting. It wasn't,
right.
no. And maybe
Mhm.
it's the location that makes it so expensive. Probably so.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I would rather be out somewhere else, maybe a little further out, and get more for my money.
Mhm. Well, how about the apartment that
Michael
of that?
Hibachi.
Yeah. Now his apartment was gorgeous.
It was beautiful from the top to the windows, from the ground floor all the way to the top, the staircase, the
Yes.
outside patios.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then how he designed it, like the
right, right.
furniture, the accessories
And you
was
get
gorgeous.
everything stays.
Yes. So
So
that would,
when she said 1.5 million, I was like, nah, honey, you should have said 2 million, baby doll.
yeah, yeah. But do
Yeah,
you
and
think that he was like, no, that's not enough?
yes,
Mm,
yeah, no, that's not enough. He put
right.
money into that, plus all that furniture and accessories.
Furniture
Yeah, and you're saying if it was empty for 1.5 million, okay. But you're getting a whole living area, high
designed
end,
by a designer,
right?
right?
High end,
High
yeah.
end. Yeah.
And they did
It's
construction,
gorgeous.
everything. No, honey, that's like a $2 million 2-story penthouse, even though it is 2 bedroom,
Yeah,
two and
it's
a
small.
half
It was only
baths.
1,600 square
No,
feet,
1900.
1,900 square feet.
Yeah,
So
which is
that would
still pretty
be,
large.
yeah, I think that would be for someone who's rich, that would be just their place that they would go to while they're in Atlanta.
Right, right.
Right. Yeah.
And that's
Or
why they said somebody from LA or New York.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
2 million isn't a bad asking price for it.
But I think she was looking at the comps for the rest of the apartments in that complex.
Yeah, but his apartment is probably way better than the rest of them.
Yeah, probably.
Did you see that chandelier?
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Nice. And
like,
even the sink in the bathroom, I think, with that oak in the middle. I've
yeah,
never seen anything like that before.
yeah. I was just
Yeah.
wondering when I'm brushing my teeth, would I have to be careful when I'm spitting?
Yeah. And
That
it
toothpick on
was
that oak, go scrub it off right now.
right. Okay, so that was, we'll see the conclusion of that next week. But let's talk about when Tiffani and Robin met and they came in being twinsies with the same
It
green
was so
skirt.
cute.
Yeah, so cute, really
Uh-huh.
cute. And I liked their conversation. They had a really good understanding of each other, and acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
And Tiffany's story with her husband, how she was so traumatized by whatever she was going through, that he had to quit his job, and he quit his job to take care of her, was really impressive, because I don't know many men who would be willing to do that.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
husband would probably like, you need to go up to your mom's house.
Now he'd be like, girl, you need to get out the house and go to work.
Right.
Yeah, but
right.
I thought that was really good. And I like the relationship, and I hope it just doesn't stop with this conversation. I hope that they build on it. And then, because Tiffany is a lawyer, real estate lawyer, I hope
Right.
she drops Cristyl and be like, hey, Tiffany, can you be my new real estate lawyer?
Yeah.
Right.
And so it is, birds of a feather do flock together.
Mhm.
Tiffany saw that Robin at one time was in pain, but
Right.
I wonder who was Robin's support system when she was going through her depression, her mental breakdown. Did she have a support system?
I don't know. And I thought that it was really good that Tiffany offered her therapist. And I think that Robin needs to take that offer, because she's not healed. She's not 100, even though she said that yoga was her therapist, right? So maybe she doesn't have a real therapist, or she had one and isn't continuing to see one.
Yeah, to be in that much, yeah, that's got to be a lot, to be in that much turmoil mentally and still have to function and know that you have to function, because if you don't function, you don't eat.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
have anybody but we don't know what her personal life is like. So we don't know if she has anybody.
Right. And one thing I like about this show is that and more shows nowadays, is that Black people aren't afraid to talk about having mental issues, that it's not as taboo as it was. Because like they said, you couldn't say that you weren't feeling good without someone making fun of you. Or if someone found out that you weren't right, that you would be made fun of, especially as kids. So I think it's good that, you know, they are shedding that light, saying it's okay to go see a therapist. It doesn't mean that you're not a man or that something's like really wrong with you, but you need help. And sometimes your support system isn't enough, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's good. Yeah.
Well, then we'll have to wait till next week to see what happens next then.
Yeah. I thought it was a really good, you know, season. I mean, I keep on saying season,
I know, episode.
All right. And I'm looking forward to next week. I think
Yeah,
it's going to be good.
Okay. Well, I guess
So,
that's it.
say what?
I said, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So you guys, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, put your comments below. Tell us how you feel about Ladies Who List. Are you guys Atlanta? Are you feeling it? Are you not feeling it? Which character do you like? Are you Team Cristyl or Team Robin or Team Kiera, Team Kiana? Let us know. And don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.